you don't have choices in this game. That's the most agonizing part of this game. Because I think while you're playing with Ellie, certain decisions she made, you wouldn't like her to make, I think. When she like tries to kill one of Abby's friends, some of them I didn't want her to kill them. But like, we doesn't have that choice. We just watch and we just play and we just see her making that decision. And we know
but
that's
maybe
a
because
very
we
decision.
can't actually understand. I think that's no, we can't actually understand.
Like the part where she kills the pregnant friends of Abby.
Yeah.
That part, I think like that was one of the parts that I would like to have a choice. Not I would like, but like if I had a choice, I wouldn't choose to do what Ellie did. That's why the game doesn't give you choices. It just lets you watch as Ellie continues to spiraling down.
This is the point. It looks like a movie there.
Yeah, like it doesn't have choice. You just watch her go into like darkness. You just see her each step she's going like she's crumbling away. She's hating herself. She doesn't want to do this.
I prefer that. I think if the game give you the choice, I think
Yeah,
if
I
the game
prefer
give you the
that
choice,
as well.
it will not be the same.
Yeah, but like
Giant
that's
thing.
a very excruciating thing about this game.
Going back to the topic about like the choices of killing Joe, I think that like the creator of the game made this because like this is not your story, it's my story, and you're gonna watch this.
You're going to cry.
It's like an experience. I call this game a masterpiece because like the feelings that you have playing this game and you don't have choice.
Emotions.
You don't have choice about this, you know.
You see, everybody's right. But I don't know, like when I went to get my PlayStation back with Alexandre, we talked about it for like almost an hour, right, Alexandre? And there is something, right, guys, like we said, if we think about it, the game was very badly received by the public. We know it was review bombed and everything. A lot of people hate it to this day, right? But if you think about it, like the risks they took were calculated. That's exactly the story the writers wanted to deliver, and they knew that a lot of people would just drop it like on halfway through.
It's a good thing. You don't have to make a game that the public will like. You have to make a good game.
Yeah, and they always said it, right? Like from 2016 ahead, when the game was first announced, like the first teaser came out, Druckmann said it like 1,000 times. Like, we wanted to deliver a story we believed in. So they knew they had risks, like they could possibly lose part of the fan base, and so they did, right? They did gain a lot of fans back, I would say. Like a lot of new people joined the universe because they liked the second story, how bold they were of like making you play as the antagonist and understanding her side of the story. And then a lot of people even went on to prefer Abby over Ellie. But that's like they reached all their goals by doing so, right? Now back to Ellie almost killing Abby. I have something to say because you guys were talking about Mel, right? And I guess, Jonathan, you said, let me just talk to Jonathan privately real quick. You said you do not like Abby, right?
Yes, but I will don't kill her.
You didn't want her to die?
No.
Okay.
No, yes, no.
Yes, you did?
Yes. I don't want to see her dying. I didn't want to see her dying.
Okay. So
And I agree with her, and it was like I said. I only hate her because I love Ellie and Joe.
So you agreed like you were okay with her surviving, basically, right? Now here's the thing, guys. Like I said, I love Abby. I just do. Like I love all the characters, like even though they are on opposite sides of the story, right? But I guess we all agree, like we said, losing Joel, that was her father figure, was traumatic for Ellie, and it's what started the whole story. I guess that all just adds up to the fact she chose not to kill Abby on the very last scene, because like, okay, what next then? If she killed Abby, Lev was right there. She would just have left like a child motherless in this case, right? She would have done the same to Lev that Abby did to her, that Joel did to Abby. Like the cycle would go on. And
is the Ellie not Livy? Is Ellie from Abby drove?
Exactly. Still, like as much as I love Abby, Ellie is still my favorite character. because like the more I think about it, and again, credits go to the writers because they were very bold in their decisions. I'm not sugarcoating them or saying they are the best ever. I still think a few things about the game could have been better in terms of pacing, like just looking at the writing overall, you know. But the one thing I love the most is like the fact that they how the whole thing played out, and the fact that she chose not to kill Abby. But the few seconds before that, that's the number one thing for me. Ellie killed Mel, the pregnant lady. She didn't know she was pregnant. She only found out after, right? She threw up. She was absolutely destroyed about it. And then I guess, like, if you guys go back to it, not talking about the players, like the NPCs we kill throughout the game, I want you guys to think about all the times, especially from the very first game. You guys remember the first person Ellie ever killed? Maybe you will go back to it and think about it now. Yeah, you remember that scene? Now think about the second game. Every time Ellie killed anyone, even though she was bloodthirsty and she was seeking revenge, every time she killed someone, she had the excuse that she was being attacked or that someone next to her was being attacked. For example, the time that guy was smothering Dina, do you guys remember the one she hit with a knife? She killed him because he was killing Dina. Mel and Owen, she didn't know because Mel tried to get the knife back, or was it Owen? One of them tried to disarm her, and that's how everything went down, right? She just shot Owen accidentally. Then when Mel came at her with the knife, she killed Mel with the knife. Now I want you guys to think about one exception. There was one person before getting to the end of the game, one person she killed without having to, which was Nora.
Yeah,
and remember how destroyed she was by it. Like, she was the only person she chose to kill, and the only person who just, like, she could just have turned her back. The girl that she beats to death, like in the tunnels in the hospital.
When there's like a bunch of infected and we follow after her, then she like on the dead end.
Oh, nossa,
she starts moving.
And do you guys remember how destroyed she was?
I think she wants to be like Joel. Like, you see her trying to do the same interrogation as Joel.
And she's just failing.
I'm not sure, but isn't like in this specific part, she like kind of gives up in the middle of it?
She does. She's just doing it because she wants to get the information.
Yeah, she
it's like
gives up and then she just goes on. She just continues.
Yeah. You guys want to hear my opinion on it? Because like I said, Ellie is my favorite character, and the more I think about the game, I just like, there are small problems with it in my opinion, but I just love it that the final choice, like the writer's choice by not killing Abby, they just stayed true to the character that they wrote all the way there, Ellie. Again, the only death she went on with, like, and she did not have an excuse to kill, like the only person she did not have an excuse to kill, I mean, she did because she wanted the information, right, was Nora, but it absolutely destroyed her. We know it, we see it. But then going back to the final scene, and if you guys remember now, the first person she ever killed in the first game, the guy that was drowning Joel in the puddle. That, remember I told you guys about Channel, like I think that was the first guy that said, and he said it very briefly. I was like, wait, he could just have elaborated so much on it. How was she, like, she was about to kill Abby, and if she did, like the scene, the moment she was drowning Abby, she had that flashback of Joel on the balcony playing the guitar. But let's think back about it. The first person she ever killed, how was the guy killing Joel again? Drowning in a puddle, the same way she was about to kill Abby. So maybe that was something else. Like at that moment, on top of everything, she saw herself as the guy that was about to kill Joel. And maybe she saw Abby about to die the same way Joel would have died that day if she hadn't stopped that guy.
She sees what she's becoming. And you can see like the end when she's going to play the guitar, we see what she paid to do all of this.
All she's lost, right? And then again, like the number one thing, I don't know if you guys agree, the fact that like a few seconds before getting into that final fight, Ellie, like the moment she had the flashback of Joel when she saw her own blood, if she really just wanted to kill Abby and be done with that, she could have stabbed her. She was with her back turned, untying the boat. Ellie was never that kind of person. She never liked murdering anyone. We can see that through all the games. Like even the first guy that was killing Joel, like she just felt bad about killing him. And that's how she is. Like, that's who she is. She doesn't like killing people. The one person she killed and she could not have killed was Nora, and she was absolutely destroyed about it. And the fact that she had Abby with her back turned, she could just have killed her. But what did she do? she put the knife to Lev's throat and forced Abby to fight. Because whenever Ellie kills someone, she wants there to be a reason. She does not have the courage to do it herself. She's not a coward. So she wanted to force Abby to fight, to give her a reason. I killed her because I was defending myself. And that's how I see Ellie. I don't know about you guys, but like I said, the more I think about it, the better choices I think the writers made, like all the way through the game, because they could just have killed Abby right there, but the way they made Ellie, like, force her to fight, because Ellie doesn't have it, like all the killing that Joel does naturally, and he's just merciless, like you guys said. That's not Ellie. As much as she wants to walk in his shoes and be a courageous person just like him, she does not like killing. And if she did like killing, or if she didn't mind killing, she would just go and kill Abby when she had her back turned, right?
But I don't think that, like, Joe liked to kill people.
Yeah, he did it for...
He didn't care about killing people. He just killed people.
It was not a problem for him,
Yeah,
right?
Because, like, he didn't have a problem with this, but he didn't like it. Like, it's the way that he found to survive.
Yeah, he didn't like it, but he didn't find himself guilty. Like, he didn't have mercy. He wouldn't cry about the player. He wouldn't think about the player. He just killed.
It's like this thing about
That's why probably you said he is last psychopath. He doesn't care about killing people like Ellie. Like, Ellie still doesn't like doing this. She does because she has to do it. And Joe doesn't. Joe just torture people and kill people for nothing.
It's because Joe, I believe, like, the main thing about... Going back to the first game, the moment he loses Sarah, until the moment he starts to... I believe the giraffe moment is the most beautiful scene of the game, because I think that's the moment he sees Ellie as his child. Throughout the whole moment, the whole timeline, he doesn't have feelings anymore. He just don't have a heart.
He's just like a machine.
He's a machine. Yes, he's just existing because he lost everything he had. He don't have a reason anymore.
I think the last reason for him was Tommy.
Okay, guys, we could just go on for a few more hours, I suppose, but let's do the following. We wrap it up here today because I believe there is more to discuss, right? Maybe some other day we can also have other people with us, people that will have finished playing the game by then. But any final words before we go?
What is your problems? What are your problems with the second game?
Me?
Yes.
I think... I guess we can save that for another day, but I'll just drop the word. But can I get it then? I feel like, and that's the problem. That's the problem. Like I said, writer's goal, whenever I think about the game and the little problems they had, I feel like the number one issue with The Last of Us 2 is the pacing of the story. But I also understand that it had to be exactly that way. I hate motorcycles. I feel like the number one issue is the pacing, but when you finish playing the game, you understand it had to be that way. Ellie, we had 3 days with her in Seattle, then 3 days with Abby in Seattle, and for people that hate Abby, that was the most excruciating part of the game, having to play that long with her, right?
It was really bad.
They could have cut off some parts to make it not faster, but they should have understood this, that people would not have the same kind of patience playing as Abby that they had as Ellie, right? But not only...
because I am
No. But you see... Yeah, and I guess that's the thing. When I finished the game, I was like, yeah, I guess the pacing was an issue. And, playing it at first as Abby, not really... Because I don't know about you guys. The moment when I finally sympathized with Abby was the moment she told... Lev, you are my people. The moment, a few seconds after Yara dies, right? So I guess everybody has their own journey, the moment they finally sympathize with Abby. And the thing is, I understand that it had to take some time to get there. And when you play the game a second time, I don't know if you guys agree, but I think Abby's gameplay is way better than Ellie's. The moments, the scenery, the second Seattle Day 2 and 3 as Abby.
The video on top of this.
Exactly. And you see, everybody agrees, right? And this Cars village burning down, that was... Ooh, I get goosebumps just remembering it. I feel like her side of the story, gameplay-wise or in terms of atmosphere, was way better than Ellie's. So I love playing through all of that, but that's after knowing her side of the story. I feel like for the first time, it's just like
a little monster.
yeah.
Just gameplay wise.
I played the game only one time, and The Last of Us 2 was a game for me that I needed years to digest.
Yeah, to go back to playing it.
In the first time, I was hating too much to playing with Abby. Too much. I was thinking about drop the game. I was like that. And after finishing the game, I was like, I hate this game. But now, years after, I have other opinions. But for me, The Last of Us 2 is not a game that I can play
yearly,
again.
like again. Sure. And I guess
it's one time, and it's that. For
it
me.
is emotionally costly, right? It makes you go through all the pain. And like we said, like at the beginning of the video, I don't know if you guys agree, like the second game is way more polemic, and the first one is way easier to like. Like it's not easy to find someone that actually likes the second game because.
Let's say
romantic,
light-hearted.
Yeah.
Because it's a story about a father gaining a daughter.
Yeah, and the point is that when they made The Last of Us 1, they was not thinking about the second.
Yeah, that's what I want to say as well, because like most people
it's 60
games or movies, people make with beginning, middle, and end, thinking that's
If you want to turn out, it's too bad. It's a bad.
Yeah,
it's
like,
oh, guys, they like it. Oh my God, let's make tons of money about that.
yeah, that's what movies does. Like movies does one movie and they ends there.
And
that's why the second movie it's almost always works.
Yes, this is the point.
Because it wasn't planned.
The second and the third movie be worse than the first
and
one.
they stretch the story for nothing because they want to make a second movie.
No, Shrek is really good.
Yeah. Fair points. Okay.
Every second movie from DreamWorks is like.
Yes.
All right, guys. Let's just. As painful as it is, we are gonna have to wrap this up. But I guess we might be having more pizza and Coca-Cola and another round table to discuss The Last of Us one of these days, right? So I would just like you guys to say a final goodbye. Can you do it all at once? Like 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
Bye bye.
Amy is the best character.
That was clumsy, but like, okay, all right. And would you guys like to do like the ends late, the final few seconds of the video? Can you guys say like, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button because I feel shy saying that. Go ahead.
Don't forget to subscribe at the Wizard channel.
And leave your like and what else?
Come to Wizard!
Yeah, that's right. We forgot to do the hashtag publi. Thank you, Yuri, for reminding us. And leave your opinions in the comments, but please be civil, right? All right, bye-bye, y'all. Bye again, guys.
Bye.